Good day, everybody. After yesterday's video, I had a look at it. That was show number 7, by the way. I had a quick look at it, and I wasn't really confident that the square stitch was really clear. So this is a little bit of an addendum to that, and I'm going to try to make this a little bit more clear. So I'm a little bit closer in, so hopefully you can see the square stitch process. So stay tuned. I'm going to turn off my video for now, and I'm going to do the first 2 rows of square stitch for you, and then we'll come in nice and tight so you can have a good idea of what it should look like close up. Okay, so let's try this again. I've got my 2 little lines done already for square stitch, and so I'm going to show you again. I'll get these beads out of the way because they're probably blurring what you can see down below. So that's what it looks like. So what I'm going to do is my leading thread is coming out of the bottom here, right here, and I'm going to, if you see the bottom 2 beads here, I'm going to pick up my other 2 beads, and actually I'm going to get a little closer here, see if I can get just a touch closer. Okay, so I'm going to pick up 2 beads to attach to the bottom. So pick up 2 green beads. And now what I'm going to do is I want those 2 beads to sit beside these 2 right here, these 2 bottom ones. And so I'm going to put my needle through those 2 bottom beads, just like that. And I'm just simply, I'll hold on to my tail and get that out of the way, and I'll just pull. And what that does is it will sit the 2 new beads beside the bottom beads I have there. And now I'm going to run my needle back up those 2 new beads I just added, just to get them sitting where I want them to, because they're a bit wonky at the moment. Once I do that, and I'll just pull my thread up, and there we go. They're sat right beside the 2 bottom beads. The next bead I have to add, I want it to sit beside this 3rd bead up. Let's put my needle through it. So I want it to sit in this bead, right beside this 3rd bead. So I'll pick up 1 bead, and I'll slide that down so you can see where it's going to sit. So it will sit beside that bead that's 3rd from the bottom. And so in order to get this to stay there, I need to attach this new bead to the one right beside it. And I'm also going to go into the one below it. So I'll go through the 3rd bead from the bottom and down into the 2nd bead from the bottom too. And then I will just pull. Now my thread is coming out of the 2nd bead from the bottom in the 2nd row. I want to be back into the 3rd row. So in order to make this thread disappear, I want to come across to the 3rd row and go up this 2nd and 3rd bead from the bottom. So just through those 2 beads and pull. And now that's secured everything together. So let's do that again. So I want to pick up another bead, and you notice I don't have to slide it all the way down. I'm just going to put it right on my needle. I can put it on my thread a little bit more. But now I know that I've got 3 beads on the bottom. It means I have to attach my next bead to the 4th bead from the bottom. So I'm going to go through the 4th bead and the 3rd bead from the bottom, because I want to attach it not just beside the bead in the 2nd row, but to the bottom bead just below the new one I add. Okay, so that now means I'm going to come up the third and fourth bead from the bottom. And as I do this, not only does it reinforce the bead beside, it reinforces it down below too. So I'm strengthening this as I go. And one more time, I'm going to put that into the fifth bead and fourth bead. And we'll tighten that up a little bit. It's all tangled up. And pull through. 2 more beads. Going through the sixth and the fifth bead. It looks like it's going in through the top there, but it's not through the very top bead. It's actually the fifth and sixth bead. And now I'm going through on the second one up through the fifth and the sixth. And now the last bead will go through the very top, the sixth and the seventh. Hopefully that's a little bit more clear on how to do square stitch. It's a great little stitch to learn. So we'll see you on the next video.